Hi everyone, in this video we'll be going over how to perform the full Squareness verification procedure. Before starting this program, make sure that you have completed the tool calibration program and the full linear verification program. If you haven't done that already, make sure you stop this video and complete those programs first before continuing with this video. First thing we're going to do is select the full Squareness verification button. Next, TouchDMIS will prompt us to ensure that there aren't any obstacles in the probe's travel because the probe will now go to its home position. Then I'll select OK. Now we want to make sure that the orientation of the probe is in the A0 and B0 position. I'll do that now. And then I'll click OK. Now, TouchDMIS will make sure that I have the 20 by 4mm ruby ball installed on the probe and that it's in the A0, B0 orientation. Then I'll click the check mark. Next, I'll say yes to the automatic CMM moves. Now, I'll input the operator name. I'll put my name as, for example. Now we'll enter the HMM serial number. For example, I'll just put 100 here. Now we want to scan the QR code located on the case of the step gauge. There's also a sticker inside of this step gauge box that contains the QR code. Once I have scanned that code into the text box, I will click on OK. Next, I'll continue to follow the instructions on the screen. First thing that we need to do is install the base plate onto the granite bed, then I'll select OK. Next, I need to install the fixture. Now, if you've moved the fixture from doing the full linear verification program, you need to select No. But since I am continuing straight from the full linear verification program, my fixture has not moved, so I can click OK. My stopper bar is already installed, so I'll select OK. Now I want to make sure that the 0mm marking on the step gauge is pressed up against the stopper bar. Then I'll select OK. But again, if you have already completed the full linear verification program, these steps should already be done. Then I'll select yes to start the automatic CMM moves. Now the first thing I need to do is unlock the latch on the fixture. Then I'll tilt the step gauge back to its original position. Then I'll lock the latch. And I'll rotate the step gauge 45 degrees to the right. One click. Now I want to make sure that my step gauge on the HMM matches the orientation on the image, then I will select OK. Now the HMM will automatically align the step gauge and perform its measurement routine along the XY axis. Now that the position 1 orientation has been measured, I will now rotate the step gauge to the left 2 clicks. Once my step gauge on the HMM matches the image on the screen, I will select OK. Now the HMM will align the step gauge and conduct its measurement routine for position 2. Sometimes the program has to reiterate the measurement routines to collect and correct any deviations found. So if this happens, continue following the instructions on the screen until the program is ready to move on to the next axis routine. Now that the program has successfully conducted its measurement routine in the XY orientations, we are now ready to move on. Now TouchDMIS is prompting us to orientate the probe in the A90 and B-90 orientation, so I'll do that now, then I will select OK. Now TouchDMIS is making sure that we have the 20 by 4 millimeter ruby ball installed on our probe, and that is in the A90 and B-90 orientation. Then I'll select a check mark. Now I will unlock the latch on the fixture, then I'll carefully tilt the step gauge vertically, then I'll lock the latch. Then I'll select OK, so I'll do that now. Then I'll make sure that the step gauge on the HMM matches the orientation of the image on the screen, then I'll select OK. I will click yes to start the CMM moves. Now the HMM will align the step gauge and begin its measurement routine in this position. Now that the HMM has measured the step gauge in position 1 for the YZ axis, I will follow the instructions on the screen and rotate the gauge counterclockwise 2 clicks for position 2. Once the step gauge matches the image on screen, I will select OK. Now the HMM will align the step gauge and it will begin its measurement routine for this position. Now TouchDMIS is instructing us to rotate the step gauge back to position 1. This means that the program needs to remeasure position 1 and 2 before moving on. Continue to follow the instructions on the screen until the program is ready to move on. Now that the HMM has successfully measured the step gauge in position 1 and 2 for the YZ axis, now we are ready to measure the step gauge in the XZ axis. We will want to make sure that our probe is in the A90 and B-180 orientation. Once our probe matches the probe on the screen, I'll select OK. TouchDMIS will remind us to make sure that the 20 by 4 millimeter ruby ball is installed on our probe, and that is in the A90 and B-180 orientation. Then I will click on the check mark. Now we will continue following the instructions on the screen. We need to unbolt the fixture from the base plate and rotate the fixture clockwise 90 degrees for the XZ position 1 measurement routine. And I'll do that now. Now that my fixture is bolted back onto my base plate and the orientation matches the one on the screen, I'll click OK. And then I will select yes for the CMM moves. Now the HMM will automatically align the step gauge, and then it will continue to conduct its measurement routine for this position. Now that the measurement routine for position 1 has been completed, I will rotate the step gauge clockwise 2 clicks for the position 2 routine. Now I'll make sure that the step gauge orientation on the HMM matches the orientation on screen, then I can select OK. Now the HMM will align the step gauge again and will perform its measurement routine for position 2. Now that position 1 and position 2 have been measured, TouchDMIS is prompting us to rotate the step gauge back to position 1 to remeasure position 1 and 2. It is normal for the program to have to reiterate a few times. If that's the case on your end, continue following the instructions on the screen until the program is ready to move on. Now that the HMM has successfully measured the step gauge in the XZ orientation for position 1 and position 2, you'll see an operator message that says full Squareness verification program completed. You may now exit the program window. Once you see this message, you can click OK, and now the HMM is ready to measure parts. Thank you.